Hey guys, it's Chloe. Hope everyone is having a great day today. So I came across a video that is apparently going viral. And honestly, because of the content in this video, it prompted me to start a channel. And in this episode, I want to take a look at the video with you. Now, my goal here is to help. I believe in marriages, and I would like to point out some things to hopefully help you to think and maybe self-reflect. So let's get started with the video.
I've been with my husband for almost 20 years, but about 3 years ago, I was strongly considering divorce, and I want to talk to you about why. So I'm going to tell you the story of the day where I thought to myself, maybe I don't want to do this anymore. My husband and I had 4 kids. We both worked full time. We had been together for 16 years at this point. We've been together since high school. And on paper, I have an amazing husband. He is incredibly supportive. He's kind. He's loyal. He's a great dad. He's very hands-on. He's an active participant. He's always present. Like on paper, what else could I ask for? But in reality, my experience is very similar to the experience of other women. I had this amazing husband who on paper was great, but I was incredibly frustrated and burnt out from our marriage and from motherhood. Because what happens to so many of us is that we marry these amazing men and we have amazing relationships and then we have kids. And when we have kids, women tend to carry a disproportionate amount of the work in the home, the work of raising kids, and the mental load. And that is exactly what happened to us. About 3 months after my 4th baby was born, I remember looking at my husband and saying, I need more. I need you to do more. I am exhausted. I am in charge of everyone and everything in this house. Every night when we cook dinner, you ask me what to make. Every day when you drop off the kids at daycare, you ask me what they need in their backpacks. I am the project manager of this home and I need you to do more. And he looked at me and he said, okay, just tell me what to do. Right? Every woman has heard this. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And I said, okay, something that would make my life easier is if in the mornings when I came downstairs with the 4 kids, because I do mornings by myself, the dishwasher was emptied, the dishes were put away, and the trash was taken out. That would make my life so much easier because when I've got the 4 kids running around and the baby crying, I can't be looking for their favorite water bottle in the dishwasher. I just need to know it's clean. And he said, yeah, of course. What? Yeah, I'll do that. That's no problem. And so, of course, he does it. But then I have to remind him, and then he forgets, and then I have to remind him again. And there was this one morning where I woke up, and I went to put something in the trash and it was overflowing. And I went to get my son's water bottle and it was in the dishwasher with all the other clean dishes. And I felt so disrespected and unseen and unvalued at that point in time. And I remember texting my husband being like, what happened? Like, why didn't you do this? And he said, sorry, I was running late for work. And I remember thinking, oh my God, he doesn't see me because what he's done has now made me late for work. And he doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about the impact on me. And he doesn't see how every single thing in our home happens because I ask him to do it, or because I do it myself, or because I planned and organized it. The diaper bag is full because I filled it, right? I put the wipes in there. And I felt so frustrated. And I remember thinking, what's the point? What's the point of doing this with someone else? I might as well just do it alone. And it's not because my husband didn't love me or he did anything to me. And it's not because I didn't love him, but because I felt so taken advantage of in our relationship. And this dynamic, it doesn't happen by accident, right? It's not like my husband did it to me, but we've been raised in this society that tells men and women who they should be in marriages and what it looks like to be a good mom versus a good dad. And we know the bar for moms is way up here and the bar for dads is way down here. And we fell into these.
Okay, so I can sort of understand her frustration and her stress. I mean, I have 5 children myself, and listen, I get it. It's stressful. But I don't agree with the way she's handling her stress and her marriage, and I'll explain why. So the first thing that's worth pointing out is that she admits that her husband has some amazing qualities. In fact, most women desire these qualities in their husband. She says he's hands-on, loyal, kind, and always present. Now listen, I am just speaking from experience, but I have spoken to many wives, and not every husband has all of these qualities. I mean, she even goes on to say that he helps her with dinner, and he's the one taking the kids to school in the morning. Now, I understand that she says she gets the bags ready and that that's overwhelming her. But she's also not acknowledging at all all the things he does on top of having a full-time job as well. And by the way, his job is very physical. As she said, he's a lineman. So he's coming home and still helping her after he's been at work all day. Now, it seems like he's okay with helping at the house. She just doesn't want him to ask her any questions about it, and she does not want to have to remind him to do it. Now, listen, I am going to be the first one to say that I am a very forgetful person. I always lose my phone, my keys, and I have to write notes about everything. My husband has never thought about leaving me, even after all the times I ask him to call my phone. I'm not a perfect person, but none of us are. And really, that's the most important point to bring up in this situation. When we get married, we are not going to marry a person that's going to do everything right. We all have things about ourselves that we have to work on. We learn together to be a good team. I mean, truly, out of all the grievances I have with this video, my biggest issue is that she never once said that in order to fix the marriage, she had to change as well, or even that she was willing to change. Listen, I know it's hard to admit that we're wrong or that we can possibly have faults ourselves, but for the sake of your marriage and your children, you must stop and consider your actions and whether or not you are acting rationally. If we really desire to have good relationships, we must put in work too. Now, listen, I guarantee if we asked her husband, he would have many things he would like her to change about herself as well. But I'm sure he's never brought these things up. And the fact that her husband is still wanting to work on the marriage and still asking what he can do to help is a huge indicator that he does love his wife and he's not disrespecting her as she claims to feel. I mean, truly, he's just not doing everything perfect, and he never will. I hope this wife eventually sees what she has and starts to appreciate her husband. And if you're in a situation like this, frustrated that your spouse is not doing enough, I highly recommend that you really step back and acknowledge everything that they do for you and your family. Say thank you, even for the little things. You honestly might be surprised at how much more effort a person gives when they feel appreciated. If you both give your all in your marriage, I'm certain you will be happy with the results. Well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And remember to choose joy and appreciate the people in your lives that love you. Please like and subscribe, and my email is in the description for any questions. Also, if you email me with questions or a story of your own, please let me know if it's okay to share. Bye now.